Mr. Mangalais.
Om Sri Sai Ram. Bhagwan Baba Sarat Bhagavan Hajakunti Brahma. Sri Sathya Sai Alumni of Asana Torafur Para Ajibri Hospital Boria Bhajanor Mangalarati Rarati Ami Apnak Kone Agbarhaisu Amar এটি বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান সমৰ্পণ সমগ্ৰ বিশ্বজুৰি সত্যসাই ইনষ্টিটিউট অফ হায়াৰ লাৰ্নিং সত্যসাই উচ্চ শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানকে আদি কৰি বিভিন্ন পৰ্যায়ৰ শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠানত থকা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে যেতিয়া ওলাই গৈ নিজকে বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্ৰত সুপ্ৰতিষ্ঠিত কৰে বা শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানৰ লগত নিজকে জড়িত কৰি ৰাখে তেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে এই বাহিৰৰ জগতখনত ভৰি দিয়াৰ সময়ত যিখিনি সময় তেওঁলোকে পাইছিল আৰু সেই সময়ৰ এটি টোপোলা পিঠিত লৈ ওলাই আহিছিল সেই সময়খিনিক পুনৰবাৰ একেলগে এবাৰ সোঁৱৰে আৰু সকলোৱে একেলগে সেই সময় সেই লেচেৰি বুটলি লৈ অহা আমাৰ জীৱনৰ যিখিনি সোপান চাই মাতাই আমাক দিয়ে এই সকলোখিনি আমি সকলোৰে মাজত মিলাবৰ চেষ্টা কৰোঁ আৰু আনুষ্ঠানিকভাৱে এই অনুষ্ঠানটো সমগ্ৰ বিশ্বজুৰি সত্যসাই এলুমনাই বিভিন্ন পৰ্যায়ৰ যি পৰ্যায়তে তেওঁ এই শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠানত নাথাকক কিয় এই অনুষ্ঠানটোক আমি নামাকৰণ কৰিছোঁ সমৰ্পণ অসমৰ শ্ৰী সত্যসাই এলুমনাই এয়া হৈছে ষষ্ঠ সমৰ্পণ বিভিন্ন সময়ত আমি বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্ৰত প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত হোৱা সত্যসাই শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত ওলাই যোৱা বিভিন্নজনক এই অনুষ্ঠানত পাইছোঁ আজি আমাৰ মাজত আছে আমাৰ অসমৰে এজন সন্তান পুথিমাৰীৰ পৰা ওলাই যোৱা পুথিমাৰীত তেওঁ হাইস্কুলৰ পৰা দ্বাদশ সম্পন্ন কৰি শ্ৰী সত্যসাই শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত তেখেতে যোগদান কৰিছিল 2014 চনত সেয়া হৈছে আমাৰ অতি মৰমৰ চাৰ ভাতৃ ধৰ্মেন্দ্ৰ গগৈ আজি আমাৰ মাজত তেওঁক পাই আমি অতি আনন্দিত প্ৰথমে তেওঁ উচ্চ শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত BA ডিগ্ৰীৰ বাবে ইকনমিক্সত অনাৰ্ছ লৈ যোগদান কৰিছিল তাৰপিছত ইকনমিক্সত তেওঁ সম্পন্ন কৰে তেওঁৰ মাষ্টাৰ্ছ ডিগ্ৰী তাৰপিছতেই তেওঁ MCom সম্পূৰ্ণ কৰে আৰু কৰি বৰ্তমানে তেওঁ শ্ৰী সত্যসাই উচ্চ শিক্ষা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত এজন সহযোগী শিক্ষক হিচাপে শিক্ষাদান কৰিছে আৰু সমান্তৰালভাৱে তেওঁ চলাই নিছে তেওঁৰ PhD ডিগ্ৰীৰ বাবে প্ৰয়োজনীয় শিক্ষা লাভৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়া এই সুদীৰ্ঘ তেওঁৰ শিক্ষা লাভৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়াত তেওঁ চাইমাথাত কায়িকভাৱে পোৱা নাছিল কিন্তু তেখেতে প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত হৈ যোৱা এই শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠানত শিক্ষা লাভৰ প্ৰতিটো মুহূৰ্তত প্ৰতিটো ক্ষণ তেওঁৰ কাৰণে এটি এটি মুকুতাৰ দৰে তেওঁ আজি তেওঁৰ লগত ৰাখিছে আৰু সেই মুকুতাৰ মালা ঠাই আজি এটা এটা কৰি তেওঁ আমাৰ আগত দাঙি ধৰিব আমি বেছি সময় নলওঁ এইখিনিতে উল্লেখ কৰিব খুজিছোঁ অকল শিক্ষা জগতখনতে নহয় বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্ৰত যেনে তেওঁ এজন খুব সুন্দৰ ড্ৰাম প্লেয়াৰ তেওঁ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ এজন ভাল টেনিছ খেলুৱৈ তো যিখিনি আমাৰ চাই মাতাই সমান্তৰালভাৱে শিক্ষা সংগীত খেলা বা স্বাস্থ্য সুদীৰ্ঘ যাত্ৰাত আমাৰ সুস্বাস্থ্যৰ বাবে প্ৰয়োজনীয় যিখিনি শিক্ষা অতি প্ৰয়োজনীয় বুলি কৈছে সেই সকলোখিনিকে তেওঁ অতি আন্তৰিকভাৱে গ্ৰহণ কৰিছে আৰু এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াত তেওঁ কি অনুভৱ তেওঁ কায়িকভাৱে চাই মাতাক নাপালোঁ তেওঁৰ শিক্ষা তেওঁৰ মূল্যবোধে তেওঁ কেনেকৈ প্ৰভাৱিত কৰিছে সেয়া আজি তেওঁ আমাৰ আগত মুকলি কৰি দিব আমি বেছি সময় নলওঁ তেওঁক আমি মাইক্ৰফোনলৈ আহ্বান জনাইছোঁ
so to speak. Thank you, Pratima Vayu, for a wonderful introduction. First of all, it's a great blessings and it's a great opportunity to be a part of this Assam's alumni group, and most importantly, to have this wonderful opportunity to share a few thoughts regarding Swami's experience. Let me just start with a brief introduction about myself. I am Dharmendra Kalita, as Vayu was saying. Currently, I am serving in the institute as assistant professor in the Department of Management and Commerce. I joined Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning in the year 2013, and I completed my education in the year 2019. After completing my education, immediately I joined Sri Sathya Sai High Secondary School as a postgraduate teacher in economics, and after that I became just last 1 year I became an assistant professor in the institute, and along with that currently I'm also pursuing my PhD, and my subject specialist lies in statistics, econometrics, Indian economic development, etc. Apart from economics, apart from academics, I am also a drummer. I was part of Institute Brass Band for more than 6 years, and I also love playing tennis. I was university tennis champion for 2 years. Now, quickly, I would like to give you a small family background about ours. I hail from a remote village in Rangia, which is around 15 kilometers from Rangia town. We are 5 siblings, my 2 sisters, and we are 2 sisters and 3 brothers. 2 sisters, they got married at a very early age, and my elder brother, we are 3 brothers, I am the youngest, and my elder brother Binod Dada, who after completing his 10th class, Neil sir got him to his hospital, and since then, last 15 years, he has been working in the billing department. And my middle brother, he runs a grocery shop in Rangia town. My father, Gajen Kalita, who is no more, he used to be with Neil sir's father as a helper and assistant. After coming there, he joined Lumia College as a clerk, and after that he came back to village and he started his farming. And after that he used to do several odd jobs like daily wage worker and all this. In the year 2015, due to a sudden heart attack, he passed away and merged with farming. My mother, who is a housewife, and she has been playing a very important role in raising us, all the 5 kids. My auntie Rukmini Tei, who went to Puttaparthi with Birendra Bordoloi, and she joined in Sri Sathya Sai Primary School, and till recently she was working there, taking care of the children there. Now coming to my little bit about my childhood. We had 3 brothers. We started working at a very, very early age due to our extreme poverty. I remember my brother Binod, who started working at a very early age, at the class 8 onwards, as a daily labor. And was a similar case with me. I remember I started working earning money at the class 7. During that time, I used to deliver milk and I used to cut grass in one of the teacher's house. And till 10th class, I used to do that job. And after 10th class, I also started working as a construction worker. I used to do several things, several works like filling the land for construction houses and all this. Then, after 2011, during my vacation, my auntie Rukmini Pehi, she came, and she comes once in a year during the summer vacation, and she asked me if I was willing to come for during that time was Swami's 85th birthday. And I was so happy to accept that offer, and I went with her to Puttaparthi, and that was my first time where I saw Swami's physical darshan for the first time during his 85th birthday celebration. I came back after spending a month or so, and I completed somehow 12 class, and again with Swami's blessing, with the financial support from Abir and Anisha Bordoloi and guidance, I went to Puttaparthi again with Pehi without knowing what I was supposed to do or I was going to do. Then after 3 months, I just applied in our university, and of course my application was rejected because it's obvious reason that I was from an Assamese medium school. I could not speak even a single word in English, and after that year I took 1 year off and I started preparing and I started learning English, speaking English, and apart from doing a lot of household works, I also started learning English and as well as started preparation for the university entrance exam for the BA Economics program. It was a very tough year, learning English from a village boy. It's not so easy, but with Swami's blessings and a lot of other people help. The next year when I applied, next year application came and I applied for the BA Honours Economics program, and unfortunately my application was again rejected due to the same reason. My marks was very low, I could not speak English, and I was from an Assamese medium school. During that time, 2 persons, one is Pallab Barua sir, or Pratima Vaidu's brother, who is there currently, is the Dean of Science in the Sri Satya Science Institute of Higher Learning, Pallab Barua sir, and my uncle, Birendranath Bordoloi. They requested the registrar of the university to just give me an opportunity to write the entrance exam. After requesting so much, they somehow agreed and they allowed me to write the entrance exam. And I was very happy. I went the right entrance exam, and of course I didn't know MCQ's question. I didn't know most of the questions. What I did was, in the OMR paper, almost more than 100 questions, I just put option C for all the answers, because I could hardly read all the comprehensive question, logical reasoning, all this maths question and all this. I could not even read the paper. That was a different thing. But what I did was, I just put option C for more than 100 questions. And again, only Swami can do that. Somehow I was selected for the program. And of course, after that I got into admission into the BA Honours in Economics. After that, it was a very tough year, no doubt about that. Lot of competition from the school boys, from the primary school boys and other colleagues. Everybody used to laugh at me because I used to speak in sign language, or hardly I could say yes or no, or just broken few sentences here and there. Here, again Swami sends a very important instrument, our who is no more with us, Panduranga Rao sir. He understood my situation and he used to take 0-hour class for me at 7:30 or 7:45 early morning. He used to call me to the college and he used to teach me English and writing English and so and so. And after 2-3 years, I started becoming a little bit comfortable, and after completing my undergraduation, I did my MA in economics. And after MA, I did my MBA, and that is also again another miracle of Swami. I did not get MBA seat there just because I was good. Of course, I was not at all good in the academics. But the director sir took me because I was good in drama. I used to play in Assam, Nagaranam from the very early age, and that I had little bit of experience, and there I joined the Institute Brass Band, and there nobody was there to continue. Like, I was the section leader for the percussion section in the Institute Brass Band, and as nobody was there, so I could help the Institute Brass Band. So therefore, the director sir took me as because I was good in drumming. And in 2019, I completed my education, and I got a through Catalyst program, I got a sales job in Ferrero Rocher chocolate, and I was not happy with that. Of course, I did not join even that job because I was not good in communication, and I was not ever comfortable in traveling between the cities, for example, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and all this. But again, within a week, I get a call, and there was an opening in the Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School for an postgraduate teacher in economics, and there somehow I could get a job there, and I was very happy. Slowly I started to learn the subjects, and I was teaching class 11, 12 students. And after a year or so, pandemic came, all of us know, 2019, after that 1 year. And I was having a lot of time with me. Of course, I was, somehow I convinced myself that I will not join all the social media group, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, or Netflix, Prime, and all this. I will not do all this. One of the teachers who really inspired me that I should prepare for some competitive exam. Why I should settle down in school level teaching. Better I can, if I prepare for some competitive exam, for example like UGC NET in economics, if I prepare such exam, I can also become professor, assistant professor in university level. And that I took very seriously. From that time onwards, I started preparing for the exams. I took some guidance from our elders and all those. And within next year, again with Swami's blessing, I could clear the UGC NET examination in economics with 98 percentile. And after that, after 2 months or so, again another exam I cleared, AP Set in economics. And after 6 months or so, I applied in our university. And after 2-3 months, I could get a call, and finally I was selected to join the university as assistant professor for the BBA students. And since then, from last 1 year, I have been teaching the BBA students. And also last year with Swami's grace, I was given the opportunity to pursue PhD along with the teaching. So with Swami's blessing again, I am also pursuing PhD in management department, and just 1 year is about to complete. And this is my just academic and background little bit. And now I would like to share few experiences with Swami, which Swami has given me as so-called experiences, so that he is telling me that he is there with me all the time. The first instance I would like to recollect is the 85th birthday celebration. When I went with Pei to Puttaparthi, it was a huge crowd there, lakhs of devotees there. My uncle and myself, we went to attend the program to the Hillview Stadium. And after just crossing the road, we don't know who pushed whom, wherever. Everybody was pushing, I don't know where uncle went. And somehow in that pushing, I could land in the Jain's Gallery. I think some of you will be knowing Jain's Gallery. And where Swami's family were sitting there. And as Swami's chariot came, and just I was sitting in the fourth line there, and Swami's chariot just took turn in front of us and went towards the Shantivedika. Just when he was going to turn, he just turned his face towards us, and my eyes could see Swami's eyes, and he just gave a very soft smile, and that smile is still imprinted in my mind, and that will be imprinted in my mind forever. The second instance is, of course, during my interview time. I was from an Assamese medium school, as I already mentioned, and one of the interviewer told me that it will be an impossible task to join, for me to join the institute, and it will be very, very difficult job for me, because I was from an Assamese medium school, I could not speak English, and study those thick books of economics, it will be impossible task. So he suggested me that better I go to Assam, return Assam, join some Assamese medium school there, and continue your study. It will be, win-win situation for all of us. For them also, it won't be a big burden. Then I don't know what I told him, but I saw in the interview room one beautiful Swami's picture, and from that picture Swami was smiling. I told him in the broken English languages, sir, he brought me till here from a very far place. And I just told him it's his will, it's his blessings. And after that, I don't know what happened. I just came out knowing very well that I will not be selected, and it's better for me to go back to Assam and join some there Assamese medium school. But again, that only Swami can do. After 3-4 days, result came, and fortunately my name was there. And like that, I could join the Swami's Institute. Another instance is a very powerful incident with Swami's blessing again during my third UG time. I was not well for a week. I was having fever, and that time it was so many boys were having chicken pox. And even my classmates, they were having chicken pox, and I was very much sure that my body was paining, having fever, cold and all this. I was very much sure that I am also going to have same disease, and I was very, very afraid, very, very scared because of one reason. I was not afraid of the disease as such, but I was very afraid that my mid-semester examination was about to start. And the mid-semester exam carries 40% weightage. And I was very sure that if I fail or if I cannot write that mid-semester examination, it's impossible for me to clear the final examination, and I am going to fail. I am going to fail, it's okay. But it will be very shameful for my uncle, auntie, and for Pallab sir and all the people who brought me, and for my parents and all this, that after doing so much, you failed in the examination. So that was the thing in my mind. I was down with a lot of tension and all this. One Saturday evening, I was sitting in the Kulan hall back during the bhajan time. I was praying to Swami, Swami, please take care of my health. And then after the bhajan, I went to the veranda, and all of you will be knowing there is a row where you can do just meditation, sit for a few minutes. I did meditation for a few minutes, and then after that I went to the samadhi. I was praying Swami, and as I was bowing down and praying, under my palm I could feel suddenly something appeared, and immediately I just lifted my hand and I could see under my palm, on that white tiles, there was few yellow rice grains under my palm. And I just grabbed few of them, and of course several were pushing. And I returned to the hostel. I took the prasadam, and after that, I never had. After 1-2 days, I became all right, and I could write the exam, and I became absolutely well, and I could write the exams very well, and I passed the examination. The last instance I remember when my father passed away. Again, it was immediately I completed my undergraduation. I was coming back to my village, to Rangia. In train, I landed, and I could see two people came to pick me up, which is usually nobody comes to, and I myself go to the house and all this. I was a little suspicious, and while going to house, the person, he told me that my father is no more, and he just passed away the previous evening due to a sudden heart attack. I was very shocked, and yeah, when I came to house, I could see my father with a big garland on his neck. I thank Swami for bringing me at the right time, and I took as his master plan. He is the director of entire drama, as he writes the scripts. And Swami gave me a lot of strength that I could control myself, and I could face one of the biggest challenge in my life with very calm and composed mind, and I could console my parents and all this, and I could finally perform the last rites. And it was the biggest Swami's blessings. Now some of the learnings which Swami has given me, which I have been incorporating in my daily life, and I am very, very happy to incorporate such lesson in my early life. The first lesson I have trying to learn is Swami always see the intention. Intention behind every action. That he always sees the quality, not the quantity as such. I remember during one of the this satsang session, one of the alumni was mentioning one instance where our alumni, our students, they performed a beautiful drama in front of Swami, and there were many big characters like Rama, Lakshmana, Ravana, and all these. And after the drama, Swami called all of them and gave photograph and all everything. And Swami finally called a mute role boy, Shatrugna role he was playing, and he called him, and Swami was praising him so much that the boy was, though he was having no role, no dialogue at all, but the boy was literally, he was crying during the drama, what he's supposed to do. Literally he was crying. And finally Swami gives him a beautiful ring. That's exactly tells how Swami sees the intention, not the action as such. I was so fortunate that I could perform so many stunts, so many performances in Kulan Hall and in the Hillview stadiums, like gymnastic stunts, bike stunts, and all such stunts. But I made sure that I do everything only to only to express my gratitude for Bhagwan. And nothing else, not for some pictures, videos, or nothing as such. Because of course, my father, he never went to school and he never understand all this. My mother, she studied with classics. She never understand what is drumming, what is Rajasthan and all this. And they never visited Puttaparthi when I was studying. So I did everything only for Swami and only to express my gratitude for only one thing, that Swami brought me from that village to the international education system, and that was my only intention. I remember in the year 2016 when I was performing a deadly stunt. I was part of gymnastic, what you call a German wheel gymnastic, and I was doing a special stunt called German wheel falling coin. And I was the highlight of the program, and I was doing the stunt in front of just Santivedika on the cemented ground. And I practiced the stunt on the grass area for many days. And suddenly what happened, one day our coordinator, he called for a combined practice. And that was my first time I was doing the stunt on a cemented area. But unfortunately, when I was doing the stunt, I just slipped from my wheel and I broke my right knees. My right knee was swelling and I could not bend my knees at all. I was bedridden for 2-3 days. And again, I refused to go to the hospital because only one thing. Of course, I wanted to do something for Swami, that is first thing. And second thing was, if I go to hospital, obviously our HOD sir, 100% he will put cast without seeing anything. And I have to, bedridden for more than 3 months. And I was very scared and I refused to go to the hospital. And after few days, with that same swollen knee, I came to the ground, and you believe it or not, finally with the swollen knee I did the stunt with a lot of pain, but I did the stunt. I could perform exactly how it was planned. It was, I don't know why I did that, but after that incident I can't explain what confidence Swami has given in me, that I am very much sure whatever activity I do, I always tell myself that I can do anything. I can do anything. If I did that stunt with my swollen knees, I can do anything in my life. So that is the confidence Swami has given through that small experience. And of course, the next year again, 2018, our Prasanthi campus, we were given the opportunity to do the bike stunt. And of course, immediately I learned bike for performing the stunt. And again, I was giving an individual stunt. And the bike stunt was going on, the program started. If you remember, 2018 was the year where there was a very, very frightening accident took place in the bike stunt. 2 bikes collapsed each other, and they, while doing crisscross at a very high speed, accident took place, and one bike became almost 2 parts, 2 pieces. And I was just behind them doing the stunt, because my stunt was just next to them. And you believe it or not, 1 part slide of the one bike in just next to me, with Swami's blessing, only that Swami can say nothing happened to any of the students who were performing the stunts. Nothing happened here. And when Swami, he takes care, because in our heart, we do whatever we do only to please him. only to see a beautiful Swami's on face and nothing else. And I think because of that, Swami takes care all of us. Another important lesson which I have learned from Swami's message, that Swami again and again he tells that we must, whatever we do, whatever we achieve in life, we must make sure that the God and our parents, in my case his mother, she is proud and she is happy in whatever activity we do. And that was a very important lesson I have learned, and I have made sure that whatever activity I do, my mother, she should be very proud of me and she should be happy. And that is the only intention I keep. And because Swami says that if as a child you cannot even fulfill or cannot even make your mother or your father happy, your life is worthless. It's not worth living. And of course, as Swami is the creator and he has taken me so far, he has picked me for so far, and seriously, if I cannot please him and if I cannot make him through my whatever activity, Swami proud of myself, then I think it's not worth living. And I make sure that whatever I do, my mother is proud, my mother is happy, and Swami is very happy. If that activities or if that decision is not making my mother or making Swami happy, proud of myself, then I will not do that thing at all. And that is the lesson I have been inculcating. And finally, one of my biggest inspiration, Birendranath Bordoloi, I think most of you will be knowing. He has, a few years back when we came here, he has taken me to several villages near Rangia and all this, and there he showed me several people who, of course, some of them are daily wage workers, some of them are have just small tea shops, some of them are just just work in some vegetable sellers and all this, and they have so much devotion for Swami, and they come and they do bhajans. Even when I visited Tamulpur, I think all of you will be knowing, I was so shocked to see they never visited Puttaparthi. They never saw Swami's physical darshan, physical presence, but the devotion they have, and when they are having such beautiful bhajans, with the devotion they sing, I was so shocked to see such kind of devotions, which big inspiration for all of us. And one of the person who really inspired me a lot, his name is Suren Kura. He is tea seller. He has a small tea shop in front of Rangia Khadi Ashram. He doesn't have any technical knowledge about music and all this, and he has composed such a beautiful bhajan in Assamese, and I was shocked to see, and my uncle told me that you must learn this bhajan and you must sing this bhajan. Of course, I also don't have any technical knowledge about all this thing, but I tried to sing for Swami, and I have really learned that bhajans, and of course I would like to sing that bhajan, Assamese bhajan, for all of you. I don't know. Let's sing that bhajan together, and hope you will like it. Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama, 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 Hey Ram, Hey Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama. Anath Hare Nath Prabhu, Tumi Dayamoy. 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 Kakoti Korishu Prabhu, Diya 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 Dayamoy. Hey Ram, hey Ram, hey Ram, hey Shyam, hey Ram, hey Shyam, hey Ram, hey Shyam. Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama. Hey Rama, hey Shyam, hey Rama, hey Shyam, hey Rama, hey Anath Hare Nath Prabhu, Tumi Dayamoy. Anath Hare Nath Prabhu, Tumi Dayamoy. Kakoti Korishu Prabhu, Diya Dayamoy. Kakoti Korishu Prabhu, Diya Dayamoy. Hey Ram, hey Shyam, 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 hey Ram, hey Shyam. Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Rama. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and to some of the personalities and to whom I am really grateful forever, and because of whom I am standing right here, and without whom support I would not have been where I am today. Starting with Biren Bordoloi sir, Rukmini Pei, I think some of you will be knowing, Pallab Barua sir, and of course Anisha and Amit Bordoloi for my financial support for my education and oral guidance, and most importantly our Neil Bordoloi sir, Nina madam for constant support to our family, and especially how Swami has been taking care of my auntie Rukmini Pei. She has been going through a very difficult situation, and Swami has been taking care through Neil sir and Nina madam and through entire family. I'm so grateful to all these personalities. Actually, Swami sends these instruments to help all of us. And last but not the least, of course, I'm so happy, so glad to be part of this big family, Assam's alumni group. And thank you so much for giving me wonderful opportunity. Nina Baidu, who is I think not present, needs her conducting this wonderful session, and most importantly, all of you for your patient listening. And I pray to Swami, my sincere prayer to Swami, to continue to bless us and to make all of us a wonderful instrument in His divine mission. I thank you, all of you, for your patient listening, and thank you once again. Jai Sai Ram.
এখন সৰু গাঁও, এখন সৰু শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠানৰ পৰা অসমীয়াতে পঢ়ি তেওঁ ওলাই গৈ বিভিন্ন পৰ্যায়ত তেওঁ যিখিনি অসুবিধা হৈছে, তেওঁ যিমান কষ্ট পাইছে, কিন্তু তাক তেওঁ যি নিষ্ঠাৰে আৰু সততাৰে এটা প্ৰত্যাহ্বান, এটা চেলেঞ্জ হিচাপে লৈ আগবাঢ়িছে। আৰু সেইখিনি তেওঁ প্ৰতিটো মুহূৰ্ততে ভগৱানৰ আশীষ আৰু নিৰ্ভয় তেওঁ অনুভৱ কৰিছে। আৰু সঁচাকৈ তেওঁ কেইবাটাও ইনচিডেণ্ট কৰে। তেওঁ শিক্ষানুষ্ঠানত সোমোৱাৰ আগতে কেনেকৈ তেওঁ ৰিজেক্ট কৰিছিলে যে নাই তুমি নোৱাৰিবা ইয়াত যোৱাকৈ। সেয়া মই বিশেষকৈ কণ কণ ভাইটি ভণ্টিসকলৰ কাৰণে কৈছোঁ। চোৱা, তেওঁ এই দাদাজনে আমাক অতি সুন্দৰকৈ কৈ গ'ল যে অসমৰ পৰা গৈছে, এজন সৰু জেগাৰ পৰা গৈছে, তাতে ইমান ডাঙৰ শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠান, তেওঁ কৈছে তুমি নোৱাৰিবা। কিন্তু তেওঁ স্বামীয়ে মোক লৈ আহিছে, গতিকে এইটো তেওঁৰ ওপৰত কথা, মই পাৰিম নে নোৱাৰিম। তেওঁ নিজৰ ফালৰ পৰা সম্পূৰ্ণ চেষ্টা দিলে। আৰু স্বামীয়ে সদায় কিটো কয়, গিভ ওৱান ষ্টেপ আইল গিভ। কিমান ষ্টেপ দিব স্বামীয়ে? 1000 steps। গতিকে সেয়া তেওঁ পালে, সেয়া তেওঁ অনুভৱ কৰিলে। তাৰপিছতো তেওঁ শিক্ষাৰ জগতখনত, সংগীতৰ জগতখনত নিজকে এজন ছাত্ৰৰ পৰা তেওঁ এতিয়া তাত এজন শিক্ষক, আৰু লগতে সমান্তৰালভাৱে তেওঁ শিক্ষণ প্ৰক্ৰিয়া চলাই আছে। গতিকে ইমান সুন্দৰকৈ তেওঁ এই গোটেই কথাখিনি আমাৰ আগত দাঙি ধৰিছে। কণ কণ ভাইটি ভণ্টি বা আমাৰ সকলোৰে কাৰণে এটা অতি ইনস্পিৰেশ্যনেল স্পীচ। আৰু এটা কথা, থ্ৰু আউট দ্য স্পীচ তেওঁ খুব স্পষ্ট কৰি দিছে, ভগৱানে কেতিয়াও আমি কি কৰিছোঁ নাচায়। কামটো ডাঙৰ নহয়, সাজি কাচি গা ধুই চুলি তিয়াই আমি মন্দিৰলৈ গৈছোঁনে নাই ডাঙৰ কথা নহয়, কিন্তু আমাৰ মন মন্দিৰত ভগৱানক আমি অকণমান ঠাই দিব পৰাটো বেছি ডাঙৰ কথা। আৰু তেওঁ সেইকাৰণে কৈছে যে কাম ডাঙৰ নহয়, উদ্দেশ্য ডাঙৰ। মই ভাল উদ্দেশ্যত কৰা কামটো কেতিয়াবা বেয়াও হ'ব পাৰে, কি ভাল হৈ নুঠিব পাৰে, কিন্তু ভগৱানে তাক ভাল হিচাপেই ল'ব। গতিকে ইমান সুন্দৰ, ইমান উৎসাহজনক, আৰু ভগৱানৰ যেনেকুৱা কৃপা থাকে, সেই কৃপা তেওঁ যেনেকৈ লাভ কৰিলে, সেইখিনি আমাক অতি সুন্দৰকৈ দাঙি ধৰাৰ বাবে আমাৰ ফালৰ পৰা আমি তোমালৈ অশেষ ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ। বিশেষকৈ আজি যিখিনি কণ কণ ল'ৰা ছোৱালী আছে তেওঁলোকৰ কাৰণে তোমালোকে বুজি পাইছাতো, সকলোৱে পাইছা? তোমালোকৰ কাৰণেতো অতি সুন্দৰ, তোমালোকে পিছতো পাবা, অকণমান দাদাৰ লগত কথা পাতিবা। আৰু সকলোৱে মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব যে আমি সকলোৱে তাত পঢ়িবলৈ যাওঁ। ইয়াত থকা সকলো বাল বিকাশৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী সেই শিক্ষা অনুষ্ঠানত পঢ়িব পাৰিব, যদিহে আমাৰ নিষ্ঠা থাকে। আৰু আমিও ভগৱানৰ, আমি সকলোৱে ভগৱানৰ অসীম মৰমৰ চাই ভাতৃজনৰ কাৰণে আমি এটা আমাৰ মাজত পাৰ এইখিনি সময় আমি একেলগে যে পাৰ কৰিব পাৰিম, তাৰ কাৰণে আমি আমাৰ ভগৱানৰ ওচৰত প্ৰথম পুনৰবাৰ শতকোটি প্ৰণাম জনাইছোঁ আৰু ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ। আৰু আজি এই অনুষ্ঠানটো সফল কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমাক এজন মূল বক্তা লাগে, আমাক এডোখৰ জেগা লাগে, চাই মধুৰম, সেয়া আমাৰ কাৰণে এটা আশ্ৰয়। ধৰ্মেন্দ্ৰ আমাৰ মাজত আজি উপস্থিত, আৰু আমাৰ মাজত যিসকলে আজি শ্ৰোতা হিচাপে থাকিলে, এই অনুষ্ঠানটি সফল কৰিলে। আৰু এই অনুষ্ঠানটি সফল কৰি তুলিবৰ কাৰণে বেগদৰত আমাৰ মৰমৰ মদনকে আদি কৰি आमार माइक सेटत थका आमार যন্ত্র সংগীতত থকা আজি ভজনো আমি অতি সুন্দৰকৈ কৰিলোঁ এই সকলোলৈকে আমি আমাৰ সত্যসাই এলুমিনাই অফ আসামৰ তৰফৰ পৰা আমাৰ কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ এতিয়া মংগল আৰতি হ'ব কিন্তু তাৰ আগতে এটা সৰু আমাৰ অনুষ্ঠান আছে আমি আমাৰ মৰম আৰু চেনেহৰ চিন স্বৰূপে আমাৰ চাই ভাতৃজনলৈ এটা অতি ক্ষুদ্ৰ উপহাৰ আগবঢ়াব খুজিছোঁ डॉक्टर जीना आमार धर्मेन्द्र भाईटी साई भातृ एखन गामोचा पिंधाब
धर्मेन्द्र माने हिंदी फिल्म हिरो एजन माने जानिছিলোঁ আজি মানে সঁচাকৈ ধৰ্মেন্দ্ৰ কলিতাৰ ষ্টৰিটো শুনি পেলাই হি ইজ এ হিৰো ইন লাইফ that was a screen hero but I think really it was an inspirational story and I think all of us should give him a round of applause because this is a story which will give hope a story which will give hope to anybody that everything is possible with God's blessings and your own willpower and strength. So therefore we thank Dharmendra for a really stirring and a great story which he has told, the story of his life, and I'm sure all of us, especially we have Bal Vikas students also, they will be really inspired by this wonderful story. Sairam.
Sairam, এতিয়া আমি আমাৰ সাই ভাতৃৰ উপভোগাই এতিয়া অসমীয়া জেকেট তেওঁলৈ আগবঢ়াইছোঁ আচলতে আমি শুনাই तो এতিয়া অনুষ্ঠানৰ আমি একেবাৰে অন্তিম পৰ্যায়ত মংগল আৰতিলৈ আমি আগবাঢ়িম আজি মংগল
Om Jai